MMP presents Ark Survival, Raptor CLAUS. Hey, what's up guys? Kevin here, aka MMP, and welcome back to Ark Survival. Now, unfortunately, I had already started recording this episode, and we had gotten about, I don't know, say maybe 20 minutes into it or so, and through some freak power outage, computer and everything in the room shut down, and when I rebooted it didn't save because of course I didn't properly, stop the recording, so those files were corrupted. So, as we load back into the game here, I'm curious, I don't know if any of our progress is going to be saved. We didn't get very far, so I guess that's the good part of it. Most of it was just kind of the expedition intro, bringing you guys into the episode, and as you can see, as I have already introed, but I'll go over it again, because we lost it, we have Winter Wonderland Ark Edition going on right now. As of apparently December 22nd is when they introduced it, and it appears that they have brought in some different loading and performance optimizations, as well as some other cool stuff, which we'll take another look at as soon as I get into the game. We hadn't actually had any Raptor CLAUS sightings up until the point where we had the shutdown a few minutes ago. So why don't we get back into the game here, and I'll show you guys kind of the stuff that I was taking a look at before, and we'll see if any of the slight progress of the things that I was working on has been preserved or lost. So I will see you guys on the other side. Interesting. Alright guys, so it did save some of the progress. There must have been an auto-save point. So we didn't lose, I mean, not that we had made it that far anyways. I had gathered up some different wooden things. Why don't we, all of my intro and prefacing is gone. But as you can see, whoa, surprise, the entire Wonderland here is covered in snow. And the other thing, let me just head back into the house for a few minutes here so we can kind of talk about the different things that we were going over and hoping to do today. Hey guys, hey again. All my dino friends, our beautiful family here. So as you can see, the entire map has been covered in snow as part of this Winter Wonderland event, and the other big part of it is similar to the Dodo Rex, which I think was introduced as part of the Halloween event, that they have got a Raptor CLAUS that shows up at night between midnight and 2 a.m. In game time. And we already had one evening go by where Raptor CLAUS spawned in, they made the announcement, but we never actually sighted him. Apparently, he drops down beacons that are full of coal and, what's the other thing, mistletoe. And we had flown over briefly, we had taken Terry and we flew over to the Herbivore Island for a few seconds because there was a beacon over there, and I'm not quite sure if the beacons that Raptor CLAUS drops look different. But we flew over there to check that one out, and it in fact was not a Raptor CLAUS beacon, so false alarm there. But once we are able to actually get some of this mistletoe, if we take a look inside here, come over to the smithy, there's some really cool holiday-themed stuff. They've got like holiday lights, stockings, wreaths, gift box, snowmen, trees, Santa hats, candy canes. We don't have one of these, but if we had one of the deer, we could have we could have our own personal reindeer. So there's some pretty awesome stuff, but they all require something that you can only get from Raptor CLAUS, namely mistletoe. I think all of them mistletoe. Mistletoe. I don't actually know what the coal is used for. That's interesting. I don't see any of these that require coal, but according to the wiki, it did say that Raptor CLAUS also gives out coal. Maybe that's just like a dud, you know, if you're a bad little Ark player, if you're a bad Ark citizen, you get coal instead of mistletoe, but hopefully we stumble across them. That's going to be kind of our objective, I think. During the night, we'll try to hunt down Raptor CLAUS if we can. And during the day, our other objectives, if I take out my checklist, which we had already begun, but didn't make too much progress in, I had chopped down some trees, which is why I was outside there. Because what I'd like to do today is make a whole bunch of compost bins, because I believe I did it off camera last time, so we weren't really able to see the struggle, how real the struggle was. But keeping these things fertilized using nothing but the dino poop was a little bit difficult to keep up with. It's just another thing that I have to keep an eye on around the homestead here. So I would love to be able to just make a whole bunch of compost bins, set them up here so that we can start making some fertilizer, and then probably throw a storage box over this way just to store all of our fertilizer when it's being built up beyond the amount that we can use at one time. So I started doing that, but none of the compost bins stayed, so that must have been after the autosave checkpoint. So I'm probably going to continue with that as our first objective during the day here. Go get some more wood and make a whole bunch of compost bins. And then after we're able to tackle that, I would like to go back over to our metal cave nearby, the other cave over yonder, and try to get some more metal and hopefully enough today to actually make a rifle. I would love to make a rifle as kind of our big check, our check on our bucket list today. So if we can get that done, then at the end of the episode, we will probably just do some work off camera as we usually do to improve the homestead a bit here. Maybe we'll start building upwards, work on that second floor, just kind of reorganize a little bit inside maybe. So we'll see. We'll see what time permits here. Which brings me to my other thing. The sun's going to be going down by the time I finish this exposition again. But the other thing that I did want to talk about is, you know, I've been looking at the comments for the past few videos, and a lot of you were asking, where's Ark, which is, you know, one of the reasons why I'm playing this right now. The other is I just, you know, it's hard for me, myself, to go more than a week without playing it. But the other thing that I wanted to talk about was the Force Awakens MMP, because I saw a lot of comments as well about that, asking where it is, it's late, this, that, and the other thing. And you guys are right, and I'm sorry that it is indeed late. I put an announcement up on Twitter, but I'm guessing those of you who left the comments have not seen that. So what wound up happening is I had a commissioned project where I did the Smosh Christmas special. So that was a big deal for me. You know, it was pretty awesome working with those guys and being such a part of, you know, Smosh is just huge. They've been around forever. Let me bump up this gamma a little bit here. So that was really exciting, and if you haven't seen it, go on over to the main channel of Smosh and check it out. I forget exactly what they titled it. It's obvious, like Christmas Minecraft Special or Spectacular. So if you haven't seen it, go on over and take a look if you feel like it. It was a lot of fun working on that. But again, that did keep me really busy up until Christmas, so I unfortunately wasn't able to keep the original goal of MMP Force Awakens on Christmas Day. But I've been hard at work on it this week, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, as long as nothing else comes up or holds me up, that this Friday, as I had stated on Twitter, I was pushing it back a week, so hopefully this Friday I will have Force Awakens MMP up on the channel. So, hopefully that clears everything up, guys. So, it is nighttime now, and I'm expecting that Raptor CLAUS is going to show his raptory face at any moment. So, let's see, how should I begin? I think it's not far. We might as well just grab Randy, just in case we have to chase down Raptor CLAUS here. Or maybe even Terry. Maybe I'll take Terry over here. Randy's got an upgrade. Let's Okay. Randy, I'm gonna come back and give you your upgrade. Let's grab Terry, head to the skies for a few seconds here, and see if we can't spot Raptor CLAUS. Come on, girl. Let's get up. Up and away. We need to get a good view here. Need a good vantage point. Come on, Raptor CLAUS. Where are you? Where are you, you lovable Christmassy dinosaur? No sign of him yet. He comes and goes pretty quickly. It is a big island. Yeah, he's gone. I wonder what the odds are that you can actually see him wherever you are on the island, because this place is huge. And he's in here for such a small window. I wonder if I should actually extend the nighttime. Well, I suppose we'll just continue on our merry way and hope for the best. Why are you not... There we go. Let's swing this thing around, huh, Terry? So you do have an upgrade. Why don't we boost up your stamina? Yeah, I guess we'll keep going with that for a little while longer so we can pump up the amount of time you can stay airborne. Now, wood, we've bulked that up a little bit. We got plenty of feces. We've got some thatch. So, alright, I'm going to go chop down a few more trees here so that we can get these compost bins all set. And then we'll start working on all of that iron that we need to get. So, guys, as I starve here, I am quickly just whipping up a couple more campfires, because if you recall from last time, we had installed this beautiful new fireplace, and yet at the same time it cannot cook. For some reason, no idea why. Access the inventory, unless maybe they changed it, but I'm guessing not. Yeah, okay. So I've got to throw down these campfires so we can whip up a nice Christmas meal here for Bruce. I was out there chopping down wood, and I completely forgot that we had all of this extra wood stored in here from last time when we were tearing down the wooden sections of the house. Alright, sweet. So, how many of these guys can we actually whip up here? Craftables, we've already got 5. I think maybe 3 more would probably do it, and we need some thatch. Do we have any thatch? We've got almost enough wood for 3 more. Can I do this without being encumbered? Looks like yes. Okay, sweet. So we don't have enough fiber or thatch. Okay. Timmy might actually have some fiber. Why don't we go check out... Oop, grab up as much poop as we can. Timmy. Atta boy. Pooping on command. So why don't we check out your inventory? Do you have any fiber left on you, my good friend? No, you're all fibered out. You just got some berries. Okay, there was a tool that you guys were telling me about in the comments that is really good at collecting up fiber quickly. Not that it's very hard to round up anyways, but let me take a look at this. It was like the sickle or something, I want to say. Come in here, engram points, and search for a sickle, metal sickle. Alright, I guess we might as well learn it. Cool, and then we probably have to craft that over at the smithy. So, what's it gonna cost me? Structures, weapons, probably ranged melee. Metal sickle requires 18 metal ingots. Jeez. I don't know if that's really worth it, guys. We were trying to save up so that we could get the rifle. We have 37 metal ingots right now. Why don't we come on in and actually learn the rifle? Long neck rifle requires a flare gun. We have to do that first. Alright. Flare gun requires gunpowder. Alright, so we're going to have to make our way down the chain here. So we've got gunpowder. Can only be crafted with the mortar and pestle, which we're going to have to rebuild. Flare gun. And rifle. Long neck rifle. And I'm guessing we're going to need the rifle ammo as well. Crafted at the smithy. Okay. Let's do it up. Not much of a choice. Now that all of that is done, what was it? Where was I starting? What was I trying to do? The rifle. We're trying to see how many metal ingots we're going to need for the rifle. Oh, crafted at the smithy. Idiot. Come on. What just went out? All of the fires just went out at once. But at least all of this hopefully cooked. Indeed it did. So let's grab our meat. Because we're probably getting hungry again. I only had a piece or two before. Food. Yeah, we're getting pretty hungry pretty quickly. So let's munch down on a few pieces of that. Come on back over here. Oh, there's a whole bunch of fiber in here. Weapons, structures, weapons, firearms. The rifle needs 95 metal ingots, and we only have 37. That takes quite a bit, so I don't think we should spend the few that we have on the sickle right now. So, especially since we already have that fiber, it's kind of useless. So at least we learned it, so down the line, when we need more fiber, it'll be extra easy. But for now, yeah, let's come back over for the compost bin. Let's take some of the fiber out of there, and we also need thatch. Let's take, say, I don't know, how do I take just individual Control T, I want to say? Yeah, okay. Let's just take enough, probably, I think 14 is what we needed. Compost, so it's 34. That's even more than we needed. Alright. Actually, no, I take that back. We need 2 more. Yay, math. Alright, so we need a whole bunch more thatch, but that'll be nice and quick. And it's probably even, yeah, it's almost nighttime again. Let me know what you guys think of this, or if you even care. I did, for today's episode, speed up the day-night cycle, which is probably the worst possible time to have done that, because we need long nights to try to find raptor claws. But I wanted to experiment a bit and see if that would impact... Ooh, midlings, they're actually growing. Awesome. So I think that kind of proves the experiment. That these are growing a bit more quickly because I sped up the day-night cycle. Alright, so it's kind of a trade-off. These are still seedlings for some reason. I guess the narcoberries take longer to grow. Well, anyways, it's kind of a trade-off that our plants are growing faster, but we're gonna have a devil of a time tracking down raptor claws, I'm afraid. So, alright, let's run outside for a few seconds. Let's see if we can't just sprint over to one of these trees, grab some thatch really quick, come back, grab Terry, and go skyward to look for the elusive raptor claws. Alright, let's see if we can't just quickly craft compost bin, 3 more, so that would bring us up to a total of 8. Alright, that's probably more than enough. So let's stick with that. Head on out of here, try to make our way quickly as we can back to Terry. And Raptor Claus is here. Oh god, quick. Oh, there it is! Oh my god, guys! There's Raptor Claus! So, will we actually see when he drops something? Terry, we've got a super secret mission here, come on! Raptor Claus is upon us. How do I tell if he's dropping something? Is that it right there? That looks like that's probably it. That glowy thing. Is it lowering to the ground slowly? Oh god, is that one of those bats? Please leave me alone. Is that a Quetzal too? Man, think... What is that? Is that just a regular Alpha Rex? Hopefully that's not the Dodo Rex. Man. Things are just going crazy in Winter Wonderland. Yeah, he's dropping a few of them. Raptor Claus has departed. Okay. So do we actually have to fly up and get it? Why is it not descending? Oh god. The moon is going down too. It's gonna be daylight soon. I hope that we can actually... Excuse me, I hope that we can get up there before they disappear. Because we're gonna have to land for a second here so that Terry can recharge her batteries. Alright, Terry, easy, easy. Let's keep an eye on that stuff. Please don't disappear in the daylight. Hopefully it stays there for a decent amount of time. Alright, we're good. Can we actually, like, grab these things out of midair? I thought that these would descend down to the ground. This is really bizarre. Do we just fly through to pick it up? Supply crate. Oh, I think it actually is descending. Very, very slowly descending. Okay. So we'll have to keep an eye on the other one. This one appeared first. So by the time this one lands and we grab all the stuff, that one probably will still be up in the air. Hopefully will still be easy to see. Oh god, that other Alpha Rex or whatever it was making me nervous. Hopefully the stone walls in the compound hold up. Oh, what is that? There's something else. Is that an Alpha Raptor? What's up with all these alphas? Oh god. Is this safe to land? I don't want to lose Terry just for this mistletoe. Well, let's get down here really quick. Be ready for a quick takeoff, huh, Terry? Okay, let's grab... Oh, it's just the coal. Oh, come on. Come on now. Quick, quick. Terry, get up in the air. Terry, please get up in the air. Okay. So, where was the other one? Can we still see it? Oh, where is it? Where is it? I lost sight of it. It was somewhere over this way. That much I know. Maybe if we get up high enough, we can still see it. It should stand out against the blanket of white. There it is. There's another T-Rex right there. A normal Rex. And there's another one. They're all over the place over here. Hopefully those raptors or whatever those are keep it busy. Plenty to prey on, please. Pay no mind. Alright, nice and quick here, Terry. Terry. That's it. Atta girl. A coal again! Seriously? Aw, come on. What does it take for a guy to get some mistletoe around here? Well, that's disappointing. Alright. Let us fly away home. Maybe tomorrow night we'll have better luck. There it is. Home sweet home. By the time we get back, it's gonna be nighttime again. That's something else that I should really try to do today as well, is make like a feeding trough. I forget exactly what they call it. But something just so that I can let these guys wander inside the pen and they can take care of themselves. I don't have to make sure that their tummies are constantly full. So, where were we in this quest of ours? Why don't we check out and see, had we crafted all 8? Our boots are broken, so we'll have to take care of that armor business pretty soon. But yes, we do have 8 compost bins. Alright, let me make sure, hang on. Let's give Terry that food, because she had literally none. So, okay, compost bins. No rest for the weary. There's just so much to do today. We're always so busy anyways, and then Raptor CLAUS is just adding so much extra stuff in for us. Alright, I'm guessing these things weigh a ton, so let's just take a few seconds to lay down all of these compost bins. Let's just do them all right here, and then we can probably put like a chest, a storage box to the left of this. Let's do here. Okay, so, well, so much for symmetry, but let's, I suppose throw this last one right here, I guess? Alright. It ain't beautiful, but it's gonna get the job done. So, let's try out this first one here. If we access this, it's gonna need thatch, a whole bunch of thatch, as well as 3 pieces of feces. Let's see if we can't force another one. Nope, that's not it. There we go. And 1, 2, 3. Alright, now we just need 400 thatch in order to... No, I'm sorry. I think it's actually 50 thatch. You only need 50 thatch per batch. So it would be 200. 200 thatch is what we need. Alright, let's run out and make sure that we've got enough of that stuff. So guys, I just went out there and rounded up all of the thatch in God's Green Ark. So I am dropping off a whole bunch of this into all of the different compost bins, and we can add in more poop as it comes along, as it becomes available, thanks to our poop factory of a family. So I'm just going to go through and add in all of this thatch so it's there and waiting, and then we shall continue on with our objectives. Okay, so it seems that the compost bins are all set for the time being anyways. We'll wait and see. I think it takes about a day and a half of game time to change the poop into fertilizer. So I was going to head off towards the cave, but it's actually almost nighttime again. So I think that I might just grab some of the wood from the other storage box, make another storage box to put here to keep the fertilizer in for when we start getting an overflow. And then as soon as night falls, we'll grab Terry, and maybe with any luck, we shall be good little boys and not get coal from Raptor CLAUS this time around. So we'll see. Here we go, guys. Raptor CLAUS time. Let's keep our eyes peeled. No sign of him close by. Let's grab Terry, head up in the air, maybe we can see him over the ridge. That's so far. I think those will probably be gone by the time we get there. I don't know if I want to go that far anyways. Terry can't fly that quickly, so... Alright. We'll try again tomorrow night. You know what, I correct what I said before. I thought that it was a bad thing that it was such a quick day-night cycle, but I think it's actually really helpful doing it this way. Because we don't have to catch him in the act. We just have to fly up there after he's already been and try to spot the presents as they're descending. So, alright, this works out. Now, where was we? I was in the process of making that storage box, although it's daytime now, so I suppose we could just leave that, go on over to the cave, try to round up some metal, and then we can craft that storage box as we're waiting for the metal to smelt down. Which brings me to the other thing. I looked in here because I found a piece of metal in the box that I wanted to drop off, and there are 35 more metal ingots in here that I didn't know that we had. So if we add that to our grand total, let's check it out over here. That brings us up to 72. And the rifle requires 95, so we're not that far off. We only need, what is that, 23 ingots, so 46 more pieces of metal. Can I do my maths right? I think that that's right, yeah. So 46 more pieces of metal. Okay, let's go get them. Let's go get 46 more pieces of metal, guys. Alright, back in the good old cave. Let's see if we are alone, as we have been the last couple times. Overheating as usual, but we also seem to be alone as usual. Awesome. Alrighty, well that's it. Pick is broken, and we are boiling and tired and thirsty. So, I don't know if we managed to get enough. I think that we needed 46 to finish the rifle, and then 8 more if we wanted to actually do the, or we had one piece. We already had one piece of metal, so 7 more to do the feeding trough. So, overall we needed 53 pieces. Let's stop for a second so Bruce can rest up and we can see how many we wound up getting. 85. Alright, we got plenty. That's the good news, guys. Let's let Bruce rest for another second or two here, regain some of his stamina, and then let's head on back home. Alright, so it says right here, it takes 50 thatch and 3 of any kind of feces to produce 1 fertilizer after roughly 50 minutes. So maybe it's not necessarily the day-night cycle. Maybe somebody was just using that as an estimate, or I was reading that in the other part of the Gamepedia. But how long has it been? Let me check. We've been recording for about an hour and a half at this point, so I don't know at what point I made the first compost bin and actually put all of the ingredients in. There it is! All of that research and explanation for nothing. Alright, so ta-da! We got fertilizer. Awesome. So why don't we rip this guy out of here, which means that probably the rest of them are going to fall in like dominoes. Fertilizer! Awesome. Alright, so we got a few pieces anyways. So why don't we actually come on over to some of the most malnourished plants. Let's see, which I'm guessing is going to be some of these. Alright, let us begin with this guy, I guess. So why don't we actually take out... Well, let's put the fertilizer in first, and then take this out. So that should keep it in pretty good shape for quite a long time. Awesome. I just went to pick up a piece of poop from underneath Coco, and I noticed that she had an egg. And then she, like, I don't know, she did something weird, and it flew up on top of the house here. So let's check this out. It would be pretty incredible. No, come on, we gotta do this just right, I guess. It'd be pretty incredible if it was fertilized. I don't know how much time I have to pick this up. There we go. Good job. No, not fertilized. Well, alright, we still have a gigantic egg. Suppose we can hang on to it. I don't know how long it'll stay good for, but we could always turn that into some kibble if these crops ever grow. So, cool. Huzzah! We finally got a feeding trough, guys, so we'll see how this goes. See if the dinos use it. I might actually not set them to wander until the end of the episode, because during the the end of the episode period, I'll probably patch up that corner, because I'm afraid that some of these guys, I think it's probably all too easy. Yeah. So I'm going to fix that up, and then the other corner as well, so then by the end of the episode I can throw a bunch of food in here and just let them wander. But at least it's built, so we'll experiment with that a little bit, see if they put it to use. Let's see. What else has been going on here? I'm going to keep throwing more poop and more thatch now that we've got that built. Because that trough required a bit of thatch, so I wanted to make sure I used all the thatch I collected to build that first. Now I can add more into these. How are we doing here? That one has got, that could use about 50 more thatch. So why don't we just add, let's add 100 in there, that's fine. We'll just drop all this stuff off. So let's head back inside here and check out how our iron is smelting down, our metal ingots. What kind of progress we're getting here. Sweet, 27 more. That might actually be enough. That might put us over the edge, although I used a few of them, the ones that we already had, to fix up our tools. So, if we add that to the pile, that gets us up to 93, and how many did we need for our weapon? Firearms, rifle... 95. So we need 2 more, and we need 20 pieces of wood. Alright, so let's grab the wood while those other last 2 smelt down. 20 pieces of wood. Alright, might as well just grab all of that. Add it onto the table. 1, we need 1 more. Let's sit here and watch it. Let's watch the paint dry. Watch the grass grow. There it is. Alright, sweet. So let's come on back over here. 2 metal ingots and the wood, and that ought to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get ourselves a long neck rifle. Boom. Boom. Beautiful. Now, we've got to figure out after this how to actually craft the ammo. I'm betting that it's going to be kind of expensive, but I'm not entirely sure. If we... do we craft that here, or do we craft that over here? Ammo? No. Rifle? No, we must have to craft it here. Alright, so let's add this here. Maybe it has to have ammo in it before I can... oh, there we go. Just had to... couldn't do it directly. Okay. So... if we come up... ammo. Alright, so this is its own thing for ammo. And that requires 2 metal ingots per round, I guess? Wow. That is expensive. Let's see how much damage it does. And then we need 12 pieces of gunpowder, and I have no idea how to craft gunpowder. I'm guessing that needs to be done at the mortar and pestle, which we also don't have. We need to make a new one of those. Mortar and pestle requires 64 stones. How many do we have on us? We got 0 on us. Didn't I just have a whole bunch of stone? What did I do with those? Okay, off to grab a few pieces of stone, guys. Be right back. Well, we do have a nearby raptor CLAUS sighting on this fine evening. We'll see where and when he stops to drop the presents. Well, I did pick up the other stones and craft the mortar and pestle. So I guess while he's doing this, while he's thinking about where he wants to drop them, maybe he'll actually be generous and drop it right inside the compound this time. Let's head inside. Let's drop down this mortar and pestle so we can take a look at the recipes. Let's just throw it over here, I guess, for the time being. Oh, I actually probably should not have put it. That's alright, we'll reorganize later. Just for now, let's check this out. Gunpowder requires 1 spark powder and 1 charcoal. And spark powder is made with flint and stone, so we're going to need a whole bunch of flint and stone. Blustery winter day out there. So, did I just leave? I did. I just left all of that stone on Dana. But if I recall correctly, we've still got a little bit of flint. Awesome, left in here. So let's go add all of this flint into our mortar and pestle. You want to be a part of this, Dave? Or are you just letting me know that you have a level up? You want me to boost up your health? And you've got plenty of berries, so you're in pretty good shape. Alright, let's access the inventory of our brand new mortar and pestle and add all of that flint. And there is some stone. Might as well put that in there for now. And then grab the rest of it off of Dana over here. Sweet. So that should make for quite a bit of spark powder, if I'm not mistaken. 84 pieces to be exact. So we'll let all of that stuff grind on down. Why does that say 37, 38? Oh, it's doing 2 at a time, I guess. Alright, so we'll let that do its thing, and then we also need some charcoal, so we should have plenty of that over here. There's 15 of them. Oh, let's grab that meat too before that spoils. Meat. And then is there more charcoal in here? Yeah, there's plenty of charcoal. Awesome. Sweet, so there's all of our spark powder. Now we can make 84 gunpowder. Let's see where he is this time. I'm guessing nowhere near, since he was pretty close last night. Oh, there he is way over there. Alright. Well. Oh, that's still a ways off. He's on the opposite side of that, that pylon. Alright. No way we're going that far tonight. Let's see how our gunpowder's doing. Sweet, 84 pieces of gunpowder. Let's bring this back on over to our smithy. Add this in. Now... what? Oh, there's still a whole bunch over here, right? Okay, yeah, oh, and there's plenty of charcoal in here too. Alright, so let's grab those last few ingots, take that wood out of there, put out the fire, and then let's actually stoke up one of these. I think that'll provide some more light. Alright, so we can make 10 rounds. We'll need to craft some more metal ingots. We've got plenty of gunpowder, although it requires 12 pieces of gunpowder just to make one. Is that right? We own... how can we even make 10? That doesn't make sense. If it takes 12 and we own 84 pieces, wouldn't that require 120 gunpowder to make 10 rounds? Am I just tired and messing this up? Well, in any case, it says that we can craft 10, so I'm not going to question the logic of the game. There we go, 10 rounds. Let's throw this on over here, and we've got 10 rounds for our long neck rifle. Sweet. Let's step outside here. It is nighttime. Maybe we should wait for day before we give this a test shot. Who are we kidding? We can't wait for dawn. We've got to go try this thing out right now. So let's step outside here. Oh, this poor thing. I feel like we should try this on something that can actually run away. But this. This guy's just right here. He's just waiting for it. So, alright, let's pull out this long neck rifle of ours, see how this thing looks. Oh, baby. Look at that. I would have thought there would be sound effects with that. Oh, man. You weren't kidding. That is a long-necked rifle, huh? Looking good, Bruce. Looking pretty good with this thing. Bruce, you are shaping up, my friend. Alright, so let's try this thing out. We've only got 10 rounds. So sorry. Whoa. Alright, so this thing doesn't mess around. Let's try this out on something bigger. Maybe a stego? Let's see what level this stego is. This is a level 3 stego. Alright, so it's still kind of weak. Alright, so that wasn't a one-shot kill at least. On a level 3 stego. It was a 2-shot kill. Wow. And that thing blew it straight across the world. Okay, so let's not let this go to waste. Let's go round up a little bit of meat and hide off of this. And wow, this rifle is awesome. So we'll have to find out. I'm sure at some point we're going to actually need it to defend ourselves. So we'll see how well it does against some bigger things. We finally got a gun, guys, so that's awesome. Our self-defense is actually shaping up. We've got the sword now. We've got the long neck rifle. We're going to have to get some better armor, that's for sure. Maybe we'll do some of that next episode. But yeah, awesome. So what have we done so far? We've got 2 things off our list. We've got the compost bins. We're getting some fertilizer going. We have crafted our sweet, sweet long neck rifle. I kind of want to try it out over here too. I don't want to stop using it. Let's see how it does, because these guys are pretty armored too. These armadillos are pretty armored. So let's see how well it does against these. What level is this? Level 2. So that was all of it. That was 7 shots and it didn't even take the thing down. Let's try to finish off with the sword. Man, these things have some serious armor. I'm gonna have to drag Ice-T out here just to finish this thing off. That armadillo might just be the luckiest creature on this island. You get to live another day, ma'am. Congratulations. Let's see. Where does that leave us now? Well, alright guys, we've done the first 2 things that we've set off to do today between the compost bins and the rifle. So what I think I'd like to do now is go off camera for a few minutes so that I can spend some time maybe doing some improvements, fix up the corners of the wall so that I can let these guys water, take advantage of the trough, maybe improve the house a little bit, maybe try to do a second level. We'll see. And God willing, if during all of that we could somehow be able to get some mistletoe off of raptor claws, that'd be awesome. So I'll keep you guys posted if anything exciting happens along the way, but unless you hear from me, I will cut back in when we have finished up our improvements so I can show you guys and wrap up the episode. Just stopping in for a second, guys, in the middle of all of the renovations and all such things going on around, to do a bit of a renaming ceremony, because, you know, few and far between are the opportunities when I miss... Who are we kidding? I'm constantly missing opportunities for good puns and jokes and such things. And somebody pointed out to me in the comments that Terry the Pterodon should have been spelled slightly differently. So we are now renaming officially Terry the Pterodon. Oh yeah. Alright, so Terry the Pterodon it is henceforth. Except... So that's done. Alright guys, back to what I was doing. Alright guys, and we're back. So, in typical fashion, your instantaneous time warp has consumed about, I'd say, the last three and a half hours of my life. And, you know, you really get sucked in on these things. Keep trying to make some progress here and there, and before you know it, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So, anyways, you ready for the big reveal? Alright, here's pretty much the fruits of all of my labor for the past few hours. Woozoom. So, we managed to get the second floor up, and moved a couple things around a little bit inside. I was hoping that I was going to get everything in place inside, but I'm just completely worn out at this point, and I can't. So we're going to save that for next time. So I'll probably finish up inside. I'll show you the outside changes first. So I patched up those corners so that hopefully none of them will be able to get out if I allow them to wander. Part of the reason I was doing that was so that with the trough here, the feeding trough, I was, for some reason in my head, assuming the whole time that I had to let them wander so they could actually physically walk up to the trough and stick their dino faces down in it and get their food. But now I'm kind of second-guessing that. They've all got this little symbol above them for the feeding trough. Hopefully that's big enough to see. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about anyways. Oh, you've got an upgrade there, Phyllis. Let's wait a little bit. So I don't know if they actually have to be on wander in order to feed out of the feeding trough. I keep checking on it to see if the food is going down, but most of them still have a little bit of food in their inventory anyways. So, I don't know. I guess I'll just have to wait and see, unless you guys tell me something in the comments, whether or not they need to be on wander. Because if they don't need to be on wander, I think that's a little more ideal. That way, if I need to mount up on one of them, I don't have to chase them down. I know exactly where they're going to be. So, yeah. That happened. Patched up the sides of the walls there. The crops have come along very nicely. Our experiment with the day-night cycle worked out swimmingly. So most of them have developed into fruitlings. The narcoberries here are still middlings, but most of these other ones appear to have blossomed into fruitlings. So I haven't actually looked inside of them yet to see how this works. If I access the inventory, cool, we can actually just take out the crops. And the fertilizer is holding up nicely. Awesome. So that's one of the things that I wanted to add onto my list. I'm writing these things down. For next time I wanted to check out, what's the word I'm looking for? Kibble. I wanted to look into making kibble. I guess that'll go hand in hand with the cooking pot that I wanted to build next time. Like I said, next time, I didn't get a chance this time to completely rearrange the insides of the house here. So let me show you what I'm talking about. We come inside and a lot of it is pretty standard. I did experiment a little bit with the wall torches. So those look pretty cool. I was kind of hoping, I don't know why I was thinking this, but that if you made the wall torches you wouldn't have to constantly feed them something to burn. But this is Ark, and everything is hyper-realistic, so we need to make sure that we constantly have either wood or thatch in our dinosaur hut to feed the flames. Hoping that we're up to level 50. We leveled up quite a few times. We're up to 51. So we have, I believe, engrams within our grasp to actually do electricity and that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping that maybe pretty soon we can electrical generator. I'm assuming that I think that you constantly have to feed something gas, but maybe if you have a generator you could just feed that one thing gas and then run wires out from that to all of your lights and stuff, so you don't have to constantly add fuel to each light. But I'm sure that we'll figure that out as we get closer to that. So this was the downstairs. Yeah, I want to rearrange a bunch of stuff. I had already learned the engram for the fabricator. And part of the reason why I didn't rearrange a lot of this stuff is because I wanted to craft the fabricator first, and I don't have all the materials, and I didn't want to spend all of the time at this point rounding up the materials for the fabricator. Especially the crystal. We're like 2 pieces of crystal short, and I'd have to fly, I'm pretty sure, all the way back over to South Central to pick those up. So next time we will craft the fabricator, as well as a few other things here. I wanted to make a fabricator, a preserving bin, cooking pot. So I'm pretty sure that next episode we're going to focus on those improvements around here, and then I really want to focus on, because I looked it up and I'm pretty sure until January 5th they're going to be doing this Winter Wonderland thing. Didn't manage to get any mistletoe or anything like that from Raptor CLAUS, so I really want to try this again. Pretty sure, when is the 5th? But in any case, I'm going to play this again one more time at least before the 5th, so that we will have a chance, and I'll make damn sure that we can get some mistletoe out of Raptor CLAUS. So we'll probably stay around the homestead, try to make these improvements, and at nighttime we'll go out and prowl for Raptor CLAUS. So let's give you guys a last look here at the upstairs. Does this look familiar? a few of you guys gave me this idea in the comments. So I've got our little fireside chat here. We'll wrap things up that way. I moved Benedict's lumber batch up here, and then this hole I left open because we're eventually going to build like a tower straight up out of here and over, so that we can easily get up and over onto that ledge up above. Not too much up here. I'm sure that we'll fill this up with whatever we can fit downstairs and upstairs if I put storage up here, or we'll figure that out next time. But yeah, we've got this little ledge out this way too. I originally had a door on here, but I keep struggling. I'm trying to get these walls to snap in the right place, and I messed it up again. Because as you can see, this little space up at the top, because the snapping is kind of funny. But next time, I may very well tear this wall down just so that I can make it snap into place. Because I tend to be a little OCD about stuff like that. I really want to make that connect up right. So we've put this much work into it, we might as well do it right. So next time I'll probably tear this wall down, put it in the right place, add this door on, and we can enjoy our ledge to look out over our beautiful family outside in the winter wonderland, our tundra, our beautiful tundra. So come on, get out of that. Okay. Let's head back inside here, stoke up this beautiful fire, sit down in our seats. I was so excited when I found out you can actually sit down. Can we not turn the camera? Oh no! Wait, maybe we can I do, you can't use like the alt, change the camera view. Alright guys, well we're going to be staring over Bruce's shoulder as he stares off at his bed and around his second floor, contemplating by the fireside. This is going to be the best fireside chat outro we're going to get. So that's it for this episode, guys. I made a lot of progress today, as I would certainly hope. We've been at this for, God only knows, probably about 5 hours. So what have we done today? It's been so long. The compost bins feel like they were years ago. So we set up all of our compost bins. We managed to start pumping out some fertilizer. Our crops started growing like crazy. And we've got those fruitlings down there, so the next time we'll be able to hopefully get into kibble. If not next time, then very soon, because we've got a lot of stuff to do. We enjoyed the winter wonderland. We went after Raptor CLAUS a couple of times, albeit all we got was coal. Although I did find out that you can actually use the coal to summon Dodo Rex somehow. I don't know why you'd want to summon that maniacal jackass who can just destroy everything in his sight. But, you know, I guess if you're just kind of a sadist like that, or, you know, you want to see all of your hard work destroyed, then by all means, that's what the coal is good for. So we did all that stuff. We got the metal. We got the rifle. I almost completely forgot. I've been at this for so long. We got the rifle, which was fantastic. Next time we're going to have to cook up some more ammo for that. And we made all of these awesome improvements to the house. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. And that's about it. So have a good one, guys. Enjoy the fireside. And at ease, Minutemen.